Hey travelers, I'm someone that loves to travel. And over time, I figured out which travel gear I just can't live without. These are my absolutely 30 Amazon must-have travel items for 2025. Smart, stylish, and practical finds that make packing, staying organized, and feeling comfy on the go way easier. Everything will be linked and listed below in the description box as well as in the first pinned comment. And a small portion of today's video is being sponsored by Epica, and we will get into their products in a little bit. I had a really hard time narrowing my list down to 30 items, and these are truly things that I take with me on almost every trip because they make my trip more enjoyable, and I think that you're really going to enjoy them as well. A hanging toiletry bag. This is a game changer for keeping your bathroom stuff neat and accessible. It hangs anywhere, on hotel doors, hooks, the shower, you name it. I love my travel backpack. I bought this a few years ago when I went to Italy, and it has come on every trip with me since then. It's a lightweight, organized backpack with compartments, and I love the separate shoe compartment in the backpack, and it fits under the seat in front of you. I can literally pack 2 to 3 days worth of clothing in this backpack. And honestly, the shoe compartment on the bottom is what grabbed my attention first. And like I said, I will not be without this backpack. Another thing that comes with me every time is one of my crossbody RFID purses. I have 2 different sizes. The newest addition to my collection is this small crossbody one. This one just keeps all of your essentials close while protecting your cards from digital theft. It's safe and it's stylish. I also have a larger one that I'm more apt to use, say if I go on a Caribbean cruise, because then I'll pop my camera in it, a bottle of water. But for most of the time, I actually prefer the smaller one. And these travel purses, there's just so many great features about them. Not only are they RFID protected, but they also have little hooks where you hook the zipper compartment so nobody can open your purse whenever you're not really paying attention. Another RFID product is a wallet. That's what I use whenever I go traveling. I leave my normal wallet at home and I'll just take like this card holder. It's really important to protect the chip in your debit card or in your credit cards because it's so easy today for people just to be walking by you with a scanner and then they can steal your information. So you always want to make sure that you keep your cards protected. If you want further protection, I recommend these RFID sleeves. We will use this in our wallet for every day at home, and you just pop your credit card into it, put it in your wallet, and then that just gives you an extra layer of protection as well. I'm looking forward to using my brand new RFID passport holder. This is great because not only does it hold my passport, but it can also hold, my driver's license, credit cards, debit cards. And it's great that it is going to protect the chip in my passport from anybody stealing my information. It's available with whatever country you live in. It will have your country name, and also it's available in lots of different colors. So now I have 2 products that I want to share with you from Epica. I have owned some of their products in the past and they really are great quality. It's really important to note that this travel adapter does not convert voltage. You must make sure that your device supports dual voltage. For example, hair tools, CPAP machines, and electric shavers are not dual voltage, and if you do not have a converter, you will fry your device. This has happened to me in the past, so learn from my mistakes. The Epica TA105 series travel adapter is globally compatible. It includes 4 different plugs that adapts to 200 plus countries and regions, including the EU, UK, US, and Australia. This is the perfect adapter for traveling around the world because you just need to take the one adapter. You can charge multiple devices at once. The TA105 has 4 USB-A ports and 1 USB-C port. The C port is what the newer iPhones and iPads use to charge. The TA10C has 2 USB-A ports and 3 USB-C ports. I would recommend getting the TA105C because you have more of the USB-C ports, which is what the newer iPhones and iPads use. And we're an Apple family, so all of our devices, well, except for my laptop, are Apple, so that would make more sense for me. If you need more USB-A ports, buy the 105. The Pro and the Max models offer the fastest charging speeds. These packing cubes also avoid dust mites. They're machine washable. I love that they have handles, so that's great for hanging. There's a shoe bag, a toiletry bag, a bag for your socks and underwear, a larger bag for a blazer, and then 2 medium-sized bags for your regular t-shirts, blouses, and pants. I love these Epica nylon travel organizers. They come as a 6-piece set. And Epica is offering my audience a special discount, which will be linked and listed below in the description box as well as in the pinned comment. And I am someone, I really enjoy using packing cubes whenever I'm packing because I like my stuff to be neatly organized. And it just makes it so much easier. You know, I don't have to rifle through my whole suitcase. I have an idea of where my socks are going to be, where my tops are going to be. And it's great that they come in different sizes and they have little icons on them, like one for a jacket, one for socks. You don't have to use them specifically for those, but I love that they are labeled. If you don't know about these Dr. Scholl's shoes, you really need to get yourself a pair. These are my holy grail travel shoes. They offer all-day support without sacrificing cuteness. I can walk all day in these shoes. They are sleek looking. And I like that they don't look like athletic sneakers. They're more low-profile sneakers, which go great with, you know, shorts, dresses, jeans, pants, whatever you're wearing. They are the perfect travel shoe, and they also make them for men, so they're available for both men and women. I also don't leave on a trip without my portable phone charger. I charge this up when I'm at the hotel, put it in my purse. It takes up very little room. And then I can stick it into the USB port in my phone if I'm running low, and it will charge my phone. So make sure that you know what phone you have, because mine is for an iPhone, but if you have an Android, they do have chargers for those as well. I don't like ironing, but I do like to steam, and this travel steamer comes with me whenever I'm, say, going on longer trips where I know that my clothes are gonna need a little freshening up. You can keep your clothes smelling fresh and wrinkle-free without dragging out the iron. This compact steamer works wonders. And it's also great, say, if you're on a longer vacation, you don't have access to do laundry. Just like hang your stuff up in the bathroom, take your steamer, let it hang overnight, steam it. And, you know, most of the time it will refresh it so it doesn't have any odors on them. I also like the Downy Wrinkle Release Spray in the travel size. I use this sometimes at home if I'm filming a video and I didn't get around to steaming my clothes. You just spray it on, and then you just kind of like tug on your clothes gently. And sometimes I'll even take the hairdryer just to speed things up. And it actually does take like wrinkles and creases out. A lint roller lives in my carry-on. You never know whenever you're gonna need one. You know, I have a cat, he has white hair. My black and navy clothes love to attract his white hair. So a lint roller is a must, and it's just something handy to have in your purse, because I really like this compact one that is retractable that I recently picked up. And I'm going to carry one in my purse and also in my carry-on. An LED mirror is a great thing to have. I broke mine. I have to buy a new one, and this is the one that I think I'm going to buy. I'm just trying to decide which color to get. It's handy to have one of these if you're traveling with multiple people in the room, because I can just take my mirror, you know, sit on my bed or at the desk or a table that's usually in the room, do my makeup, check myself in the mirror before I go, and it packs really, really flat, so it's not going to take up a lot of room. We put Apple AirTags in our checked baggage as well as our carry-on baggage in case it ever gets checked at the gate or gets separated from us, and it's really great. I know that Air Canada, that's who I fly with most of the time. If you check a bag with them, they have automatic tracking now. So it's kind of fun, like you're in the airport terminal waiting for your flight and you can just open the app and see where your luggage is. It's a really sick feeling whenever you're on the plane and your luggage is, you know, still showing that it's in the terminal. That happened to me twice, and that's why we like to go carry-on only whenever we can, because it's really a sad feeling when you get to your destination and your luggage didn't make it. I love my noise-canceling headphones. Now, Up until now, I've always been using wired headphones by Bose. They're great, but I found these headphones. I got them on a really good steal. They were like regular $160, and I got them for like $20 one day. They may still be on sale, but I just have to figure out. I know that I need to buy a little travel adapter so you can wear wireless headphones on the airplane, because you still have to wear headphones where you can hear like any important safety messages. So just double check with your airline carrier if you can wear wireless headphones, because I don't know, the different airplane companies might be different than who I usually fly with. I am a very light sleeper. Noise, light, it just keeps me awake, and I need my room absolutely dark. I love this sleeping eye mask. I love it so much I will even use it at home. It is just pitch dark, and I love that I can open my eyes with the mask on. It's shaped so that it's not tight up against your eye. I don't know how to explain it. I can't think of the word. But there's room to open your eyes, and your eyes aren't touching the material. So if you're a little claustrophobic, I just thought that you might like to know that. But this is super comfortable. The strap is adjustable, and I wear it on the plane. And now I'm actually able to maybe get an hour or two of sleep on a plane. I never used to be able to sleep because I can't sleep sitting up. But since I got this mask, I do find that it does help a little bit. I always travel with a loofah, and recently I added this silicone loofah to my travel essentials. What I would usually do in the past is I would take the loofah that I was using in my shower, I'd take it with me, and then I would just discard it at the end of the trip and start a new one when I got home. But I love that this is silicone. It's so much better for the environment, and it's going to be dry. I don't have to worry about mold or getting my stuff wet whenever I'm traveling home. Comes in lots of different colors, and it works really well. You really can get a good lather with it. This little travel razor lives in my toiletry kit. It's so tiny and cute, and I know if I don't leave it there, I'm going to forget to pack one whenever it's time to go. So I just love that it takes up very little room, and it's just something that I know that if I don't have, I'm going to regret not having, so it just lives in my toiletry bag. And I love my Q-tips in this adorable travel case. You can buy them, I think they come in a pack of 30. I've had this case for years, and every time I get home, I just refill my Q-tips, and I'm good to go on the next one. Q-tips come in so handy for, like, if you make a boo-boo with your mascara, you know, for cleaning your ears, even though you're not supposed to really do that, but I do. Lots of different uses for Q-tips. I love a pill organizer for my vitamins. Now, I do recommend that any prescription medication you take with you in the original containers with your name and all of your information on it, because some countries, they want to see that it's an actual medication. So it's best to keep, say, like my thyroid medication, if you're on heart medication or anything, keep it in the original pill container you get from the drugstore. But I love this organizer because I will put Tums in it, my Advil, Tylenol, you know, if you have allergy, say Benadryl medication. And I love that those pills usually say on them like Tylenol or Advil. So I've never had a problem going through TSA with that. And it's small, but it holds enough medication that I've, you know, needed. Because lots of times, like one time we were in Italy and I got sick and I needed some medication, but of course they don't have the same brand names that we have here. And plus with the language, I can't read Italian. I did manage, you know, speaking through Google Translate with the pharmacist, but now I prefer just to take my own kind of little pharmacy pill container with things that I might require. I also usually love to travel with shoe bags, and lots of times I would just take like a plastic grocery bag to put my shoes in. But where I live, plastic bags have been banned from grocery stores. We have to use reusable totes. But my daughter was telling me for our upcoming Africa trip that it is illegal to bring a plastic bag to Kenya. Like plastic bag, I mean from like, you know, Walmart or something like that. So I thought I'm going to order these clear shoe bags. And I ordered the 10-pack because they were actually cheaper than the 5-pack on the day that I ordered them. They're not going to be here for another week or so, but I mean, I've used shoe bags in the past. I know that I'm going to like them. I'll be sure to let you know in next month's Amazon video what I do think of them. A wet bag is so handy to have if you are going on a beach vacation. I bought this years ago for whenever we would cruise, and this came in really handy last year when we went to Oahu because our flight was at 11 p.m. So it's like, what are we going to do all day? So we basically spent the day by the pool, and of course our bathing suit was still damp. I didn't want to put it in with my suitcases because it was going to be like 18 hours to get home. So I put it in this little wet bag, and you know, it just keeps everything fine. My other clothes were dry, and then I just wash it whenever I get home. I have been using these motion sensor night lights for years. We use one all the time in our bathroom and the bedroom. But I bought them originally for a cruise that we were going on because cruise cabins get really, really dark. So if you put one of these in the bathroom whenever you get up, it's going to light up the room enough that you can see what you're doing, but hopefully it won't wake up anybody else in the cabin. It's also great whenever you're staying at a hotel that you haven't been to before, because sometimes, you know, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're kind of disorganized, you don't know where you are. It just gives off enough light that you can see where you're going and you don't have to turn on all the overhead lights. I never go anywhere without hand sanitizer. They are in my purse, the car, all of my travel bags. But I recently found this spray one, and it is a little bit on the pricey side, but I like that it's not drying. It actually has a moisturizer built into it. So I actually carry one of these in my purse, but these are great because they're under the 3-ounce rule for TSA liquids. So I'll be able to put a couple of these in my liquids bags whenever we go to Africa, because I never go anywhere without hand sanitizer. And it's kind of fun because they come in different scents and different colors too. So it's just, I don't know, it looks a little more fancy than just, you know, your regular run-of-the-mill hand sanitizer. I'm also make sure that I have a pack of these Tide laundry liquid detergent packs. You can even get little sheets now that once you put them in the water, it turns into a detergent, so that doesn't count towards your liquids. And this is going to be handy when we go to Africa because we can only take a backpack for, I think it's 12 or 13 days that we're gone, and it's like I'm so stressing about how am I going to pack for 2 weeks with just a backpack. But they're very, very strict on you know, the luggage that we can bring. So I'm definitely going to have to be doing laundry and washing a few things out. So I'll be sure to have one or two of these Tide laundry liquid packs in my liquids bag. I also love these clear pouches, and I will use them to put like my pharmacy in, like say Band-Aids, blister packs, maybe a pack of Tums, whatever you can think of, my hairband. I kind of just, whatever we might need, maybe some extra Kleenex packs, I will put that, and then I carry this pouch in my backpack that comes with me on the plane. And say if we're on a long overnight flight and, you know, I need something, it's very easy to see in a clear bag rather than rummaging around just, you know, a regular dark bag. So it's easier to find what you need. But I will tell you, some of these clear pouches, they are marked as TSA approved. They may be approved where you live, but I got dinged with them before, and I will never use them again as a liquids bag. I bought it specifically as my liquids bag. It said that it was TSA approved with the 311 rule, and I got TSA security in Montreal, and I was pulled aside, and she's like, no, you have way too much liquids. So she made me take everything out, put it into one of their little 1 liter bags or 1 quart bags that they supply, and she was right. So I ended up having to leave my CeraVe moisturizer and a tube of brand new sunscreen. I was so annoyed, but what can you do? That's the rule. So I'm telling you this to save you a headache. And you know what I actually do? I have a liquids bag from Sephora, but I can't find them anymore on the Sephora site, but I did find one on Amazon. It's a lot smaller than these clear pouches. But what I do is I just pick a new 1 liter, 1 quart bag up when I go through security, and then I have it for my next trip, and then I put all my liquids into that bag first, and then I know, okay, if I can seal their bag, then I should be good. So just keep that in mind with those clear pouches, because sometimes you might end up getting pulled aside and you're going to end up having to leave some of your toiletries there. It's also really convenient to have these travel soap pads in your purse. I got stuck years ago. I was on a shore excursion in Greece and had to use the washroom. And whenever I got to the washroom, there first of all wasn't any toilet paper, and that's why I always carry Kleenex packs in my travel purse. And there wasn't any soap. So these little liquid sheets, you just put one in your hand, put a little bit of water in your hand, and then it just lathers up into soap. So they're handy to have. And sometimes even you go to a restaurant when you're at home, and lots of times, you know, the bathroom maybe hasn't been serviced in a bit if they've been busy, and they might have run out of soap in the soap dispenser. And I got ahead of myself. The next thing is the travel tissue packs. I take about 3. I have one in my crossbody purse that is with me on the plane, and then I'll have the extra ones like in one of those clear pouches. And then whenever I need them, I just add more to my purse. I'm telling you, ladies, even gentlemen, just have some tissue on your body, because lots of times, you know, you just run into a situation where you're going to need them. So it's handy to have so you're not stressed out. And I recommend a folding comb or a folding brush. And I bought this one recently on Amazon. It's a lot smaller than the one that I normally use. And it's great because there's been lots of times where we've been somewhere, we want to take a photo, but you know, it's been windy or my hair's frizzy and I just want to like take a few seconds to touch up my hair. Takes up very little room and it's so economical. I'm actually going to buy another one when I'm done filming this video to put in my purse, my everyday purse. So there you have it. That is my full list of Amazon travel essentials that will be coming with me wherever I travel in 2025. These things seriously can make your trip. They can make your trip a lot easier, more comfortable, and less stressful. The links will be below in the description box and in the pinned comment. And don't forget to check out the Epica travel organizers and travel adapter, and they have a special savings code for you, and all of that will be linked and listed below as well. Thanks so much for tuning in today. And if you have missed my Amazon must-have things that I would buy over and over again, I'll link that video here.